So hello and welcome to everybody who has joined us for the build-up to this occasion of ultimate tribalism. And as you would expect, that build-up has been remarkable. They fight here not just for the pride of their manor, but in the ultimate show of one-upmanship. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So the gloves are off, Jim.
Yeah, well, I think it's going to be a game where the two key words are pride and courage, Peter. Pride in that you have to be prepared to fight for everything, and courage to be daring, to stand up and to commit yourself.
Well, we're on the way. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Front-footed pressing going on here. That's going right the way across. Now it's Yamal. Camavinga. And once more he proves rigid and robust. Dani Olmo. Oh, that's delightful. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Carreras picks it up out wide. Chance, surely! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
Madrid penetrate first. It is a truly precious lead.
Well, that's changed the mood entirely, as you'd expect, Peter. It'll be fascinating now to see what kind of reaction it will cause.
De Jong. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And it's Bellingham.
Barcelona are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
He's Vinicius Junior! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So that's two now without reply.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Alexander-Arnold. Howson. That's going wide left. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Good running, strong and purposeful. Pass somewhat off target. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Bernal. De Jong. And it's Bernal. And here's Rashford.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Lewandowski. Oh, that's a foul in a dangerous area. The referee's come over. It's a red card. It looks like he's picked up a bit of a knock from that challenge. Well, he waited a little while, but it does seem that the referee was eventually convinced that that was a clear enough chance he denied. Chance for a shot! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
And we have our very first corner. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. That has not gone well. Now it's Yamal. Lewandowski. This is a promising build-up. That is a brilliant interception. Dani Olmo finds himself offside. Yamal wins the duel this time. Barcelona are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Now, can they get him away? Dani Olmo. And he's gone backward here. De Jong! Vinicius Junior, given the lift of his goal. Tchouaméni. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Good ball, good take. Now this could be a chance. Carreras, just like so many of his contemporaries, is proving very good at driving forward. That's very neat. Stood up well to him there. And that signals the end of the first period. Reflections on the first half?
Well, I'm looking at the body language, Peter, and it doesn't look great. It's going to be pretty hard for them to pick themselves up from here, but there's still a maybe at play. Maybe they'll thrive on the adversity.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. Back on the way then.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and...
Shoots! And it's there! And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Madrid find a position of real strength now. He's found some space. Bernal. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Araujo. He's been taken down and the referee has pointed at the spot. Barcelona have themselves a chance from the spot. An exchange of stares, and here we go. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Well, I'm not sure what body language the keeper was trying to read, but it didn't work.
Barcelona may be down, but not out just yet. Barcelona needing a change of fortune here. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Kubasi, Bernal, and Danny Olmo. Looking for options for movement. Rashford! In he goes again! Oh, the ball's run loose here. Barcelona going eyeball to eyeball with their rivals one more time. A day for parading of colours, a day for pride, a day for partisanship, perhaps a day for personalities who will prevail over what could potentially turn into 90 minutes of bedlam. It's time we ask that age-old question again: who is going to come out on top this time? Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Familiar feeling this for you, Jim?
Well, it's certainly going to be huge, Peter. The demands, both physical and mental, on these players out there will be massive, and there's going to be a big responsibility on both captains to keep the players in check. We need talkers to ensure that everyone plays the game, and not this occasion.
Things already rolling. Well, the referee has made it pretty clear now that this is his last chance.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here. Well, a few of his teammates are quite furious with him, as they felt they were within reach, but he made nothing of it. His boss doesn't look too amused either.
What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. And we have the first chance from a dead ball situation. Mbappe! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end. And here's Vinicius Junior. That's very neat. Vinicius Junior! And he has his goal. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Madrid have their opener. It is a goal of real significance.
Well, the roof's just about stayed on, but the crowd level has gone up a notch or 10.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. And here's Lewandowski. Barcelona have got it back, and they'll have another go.
Barcelona really can't go chasing this game too soon. Any rash decisions now could see them lose it.
And here's Mbappe. Well, that looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning. This certainly looks appetising, well within shooting range. This the perfect chance to extend the advantage. And he's going direct. He's got plenty of space out wide here. And it's Camavinga. Vinicius Junior driving forwards. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bellingham does well to get it back. Bellingham. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And they are prompt with their pressing. Good running, strong and purposeful. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Camavinga. And here's Vinicius Junior. Oh, the ball's run loose here. João Cancelo.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Lovely pass. Big chance! It's a goal! And there we have it, the two-goal cushion. It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Madrid are doing very nicely, thank you.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Well, that pass isn't the best. Approaching half-time and still behind. Can they make something happen now? Howson cuts out the pass. And he's gone looking for safety. Very nicely done. Good spot, that. Pass somewhat off target. Camavinga. Tchouaméni. Driving on and making good progress. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Dani Olmo. That's a cute ball. Eder Militao kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Dani Olmo. And again, they run up against stubborn defending. Played out towards the right wing. Great vision. Oh, he's been caught on it here.
Habrá 2 minutos de descuento.
Can he finish? And another try! Just cruising! They are cruising! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Listen, he would have been advised.
And we've reached half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half. Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second. And here is the first touch of the second half. Barcelona not having the rub of the green at the moment. They are trailing. He is through here. He is just caressing the ball. Shoots! Oh, that is rather wayward.
Oh, what a chance. He probably had more time than he realised.
Chouameni. Alexander-Arnold passes short and sharp. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Showing great feet there. Now, that looks a decent ball. And the shot! He's got a goal! They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up.
Yeah, but how about that cool...
And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Hoy no hemos tenido suerte, pero el próximo partido...
Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and here with me in the commentary box, I'm glad to report, is Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. Hello, everybody. Ready to see what unfolds in this one now.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So straight into the action. That's an imaginative pass. He has a look up. Nice control. And that's played in low. Courtois claims it without any fuss. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, Brazil have produced some of the best centre-halves around, and I think Militao is up there in that lineage, Peter. He's very quick and aggressive, and while he does have the odd mistake in him, or certainly did in his earlier career, he's maturing fast and he's easing that out of his game, and he can go all the way to the very top.
No argument from me on that front. It's easy to see how his presence alone affects both sides. Bellingham.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a little off target. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Chance! It's in! And we have liftoff! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Madrid are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
The first breakthrough.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
And he's got away from him. Oh, he's getting hounded, really hounded. Now, what about a counter-attack? Mbappe. Mbappe stood his ground strongly. Mbappe! A potential goal of the season contender, if only.
That's great running from him. Determined, committed, and getting on the front foot. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And it's Valverde. Vinicius Junior picks it up out wide. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. Madrid are looking to break at pace. Oh, that's clever. Now it's Vinicius Junior! Sensational from Vinicius Junior! That is a gem! An absolute gem! They are purring, truly purring.
The skill and the confidence was just brilliant, and he
Shoots! It's a goal! And they are dragging it back! Game on again! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, you've always got to have players that are willing to make the runs, and when you keep plugging away, that will happen.
A shift in momentum, perhaps.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now, all of a sudden, it seems the belief is back.
I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Carreras. Valverde. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Carreras kept his eye on it, and he's there. Wriggles his way through. No, he's not going to get any further than that. Oh, that's well spotted. Now it's Mbappe. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. He's picked his way through. Oh, that's a fine challenge. And here's Mbappe. Real chance. And the shot! And a neat finish. A two-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Madrid now in a position far more desirable.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Carreras. And a header! Played it again. Oh, he's got a crucial block in there. Well, they're looking at the referee, but he's waved play on. Oh, played right into his path. Vinicius Junior. Oh, that's fabulous. Now he's got space here. Pass is just off target. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that signals the end of the first period. So that's how it stands at halfway. We'll be back with the second half very soon. So the action resumes.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
The movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time.
The worst choice he could pick. He needed to get his head up and see the outlet to his right.
Vinicius Junior, given the lift of his goal. Bellingham, looking for the run, and he's found a way past. Goes for a shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. And no, he's seen through all. Could be danger here. Great ball, and he's in here. And a chance! And he's stuck it away. Untouchable, remorseless, relentless, a class of their own. And that's it. So many thanks to Jim Beglin. That's all we have time for. Good evening to you.
Damos las gracias a nuestros espectadores por su asistencia al partido de hoy.